The history of Islam in the Middle East is a history of forced conversion. Many people tell you, well, Islamic law doesn't really allow forced conversion. It doesn't, but it creates a system where it makes people want to convert real quick. Because if you don't convert, you're the despised second-class citizen. And unless you have some immensely powerful, if you're very tenacious about your faith, Christian or Jew or whatever, then it's very logical. Most people aren't that tenacious about their faith. Most people want to live a good life in the now. So what happened when Islam came in and created all these debilitating circumstances for the non-Muslims is mass conversions to Islam. Of course, that's now portrayed as the light of Islam came and everyone thought it was so great and they just left their own religions and converted. But forced conversion is a major issue. And another one that just evinces immense continuity. The other day, I was reading, for instance, an anecdote from Ottoman history. And it discusses how there was this man, and he was a Christian living in Turkey, and some Muslims, he was rich or well off, some Muslims became jealous of him, some altercation occurred. Next thing you know, they went and told the Qadi or the judge that this man's blaspheming Muhammad. And this and that. He was arrested, of course, because of blasphemy. You don't do that. He was arrested, and they told him, well, you have a chance. Either convert to Islam or you die. And the man refused to convert. And then they started engaging, and this, I'm telling you exactly what the text says. This is the historical Ottoman text. It says, then the Qadi started to flatter him and tell him, well, you would really be great, a Muslim, and we'll give you so many riches and honors, and we'll do this and that. And the man still refused. So then the Qadi and the Muslims went into a rage and tore him to pieces. And now the other day I'm reading an article in Pakistan, today, modern day. Identical story happens. Tells about some Christian, and of course Christianity is a minority religion in Pakistan, I think 1 or 2%. And it says that he's a decent or well-off Christian, and then Pakistanis came up to him and something happened and they insulted him. Then they went to the Qadi and the judges and they said he's a blasphemer. It's the same exact story. And it gets to, then he's arrested and they tell him, well, convert and you'll be okay. And he says no. Then they engage in the flattery and he continues. And then they fly into rage and kill him. Now, when you read that, we're talking about two events that are separated by approximately 500 years. And they're from two different eras, from two different cultures, Ottomans, Turks, and Pakistanis, two different languages. What binds them together? Islam. And so these patterns are so obvious to anyone who wishes to find them, to anyone who will take the time and look at them and connect the dots. And once you do connect these dots, all that we're seeing just is, to me, immense common sense. There's no questions about what's happening or to see this the way, for example, the mainstream media, which I might try to address a little later on, the way they portray it, as I said, in a vacuum. It has nothing to do with the past. There's no continuity. It's just some kind of grievance and Muslims or a misunderstanding and something happened and 1,000 Muslims came and burned the church, and that's sectarian strife, by the way. You don't say Christian persecution or anything. It's sectarian strife. That's the word. That's code for Muslims killing non-Muslims. That's the clean way to say it.